Have you ever considered getting an elder abuse or domestic violence restraining order? Did you know that the Placer County Courthouse has a self-help center that is here to help you? Today, we're going to talk to the Self-Help Center about how to obtain restraining orders. I'm Shannon Quigley, and this is Placer Protect Presents. Today, I'm joined by an attorney with the Self-Help Center, Jessica Hopper. Jessica, thank you for joining us today.
Hi, Shannon. Thanks for inviting me.
Jessica, can you start by talking about what types of restraining orders exist?
Sure. There are 4 different types of civil restraining orders. The first type is a domestic violence restraining order. And you can ask for this type of restraining order if someone has abused you and you are in a close relationship with the person, such as married or registered domestic partners, divorced, separated, or dated. You could also ask for this type of restraining order if you are closely related, like a parent, a child, a grandmother, or a grandfather. The second type is an elder or dependent adult abuse restraining order, and that's a type of restraining order that you can ask for if you are 65 years old or older, or you are between 18 and 64 and have certain mental or physical disabilities that keep you from being able to do normal activities to protect yourself. And if you're a victim of physical or financial abuse, neglect or abandonment, treatment that could be physically or mentally hurtful, or if you are older and someone is depriving you of basic things such as basic things like physical, mental, or emotional things.
Okay.
The third type is a civil harassment restraining order, and you can ask for this type if you are being harassed, stalked, or abused and threatened by someone who you're not in as a close relationship as a domestic violence restraining order, but it's someone like a neighbor or a roommate or a distant cousin. And then the fourth type of civil restraining order is a workplace violence restraining order. And that's one where you can ask for if you're an employer and you are asking for a restraining order on behalf of an employee who has suffered, stalking, serious harassment, violence, or a credible threat.
Okay, so how can a restraining order help protect a victim?
So the way that a restraining order can help protect a victim is the court can issue orders. And some of the orders that the court can issue are a personal conduct orders. This means that they're ordering the restrained person to not contact, call, send messages, stalk, harass the protected party. Another way a restraining order can protect an individual is there can be stay away orders that are issued, basically meaning that the restrained person needs to stay away a specific distance, like 50 to 100 yards from the protected party. The court could also issue what's called resident exclusion orders, such as like a kick out or a move out order. And this is where they're ordering the restrained person out of the home or residence to protect the protected party.
Okay, so if someone is interested in obtaining one of those types of restraining orders, what do they do?
Sure. So the person would have to figure out which restraining order is applicable to their situation and then fill out the judicial counsel forms associated with that. So there are forms that need to be filled out and then filed with the court.
Okay, and once those documents are filed with the court, what happens next?
Sure. So after the court receives those documents, they are processed and sent to the judicial officer. The judicial officer will review and determine whether or not the restraining order is going to be granted or denied until the hearing. So there can be temporary orders issued from the moment the protected person files to when the first hearing is. After the person files those and the judge makes the temporary orders, the other side does need to be served. So it is important that the protected party is going to have somebody else, not themselves, over the age of 18, serve the restrained party so they know about the hearing that's coming up, And then at the hearing, that's when the judge is going to determine whether or not the protective order is going to continue, and if so, how long, or if it's going to be denied.
So if someone needs help kind of figuring out this process, what type of restraining order they might qualify or how to go about this court process, can they come to the Self-Help Center?
Yes, they can come to the Self-Help Center. We have video and telephone appointments that are available. You can go to our court's website and select the time and date that works best for you. If you would prefer or you have a disability, which you need to appear in person or meet with a Self-Help Center in person, you can call the court and ask for that in-person appointment. So the Self-Help Center, we are neutral, so we do assist both sides of the case equally. We can provide you with procedural information, such as the forms and how to fill those out, but we can't give legal advice.
Sure, of course. But so many of our seniors and their family members are entirely unfamiliar with the court process. So I think it's really important that they know that the Placer County Courthouse has a self-help center to help them so that they can get a restraining order and kind of help keep them safe if that's what is needed in that situation. So Jessica, thank you for all of the work that you do helping our seniors and our citizens right here in Placer County. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Shannon.
I'm driving down an empty freeway, no waiting for the light to change. I'm seeing the sun